wicket. Singapore break the opening partnership. Shahid Wasif just holding his ground. The umpires, they're going to discuss this. Has it carried? An important moment in the game. A wicket now, and it would have come against the run of play. We're going to take a look at the replay. I'm going to try and be a little quiet because I'm not sure I'm allowed to influence the umpire's decision. Oh, that's tight. He's given him out. He's given him out. It looked like it may have just bounced short. We're going to see if we can try to reload that replay. A big wicket, however. Hong Kong now 27 for 1. Just as it looked that Shahid Wasif was set for an important contribution. Perhaps a big score. Tim David around the wicket, tucking him up. Did this carry? I'm gonna change my mind. I think it just about carried. Not easy for the umpires. Not even easy for us. Looking at that replay. An absolutely massive wicket though, in the context of the match and in the context of the tournament. It looks like Jamie Atkinson has walked out at 1 drop. We're going to get confirmation. And yes, it is Jamie Atkinson. An interesting move. Kinchit Shah has been batting at 3 throughout the tournament. Some indecision there. Singapore making some noise once again. Buoyed by that first breakthrough. Funny what 1 wicket can do to a team's confidence. Once again, the pendulum is swung. It's Aryaman Ochil, the new bowler. Down the leg side, and it looks like that's going to run away for 4. A wayward delivery there from Aryaman Ochil. Just releasing the pressure on Hong Kong. Hong Kong won't complain, however. It doesn't matter how they come. As you can see on the replay, a pretty big wide there. Missing his mark by quite some distance. Once again, whipped off the legs. It looked like that ball just hit the square leg umpire's foot. Don't think it would have made a difference, however. Deep square leg was in position. It looks like Reza Ghaznavi out there. A 5-4 offside field. Tucked off the hips. Jamie Atkinson off the mark now. Ananta Krishna tidies up at fine leg. Good piece of fielding there from Ananta Krishna. Saved at least a run. Speaking of Ananta, the tall leg spinner, his 4 overs will be very crucial and could decide the fate of this match. A slower ball, a chance for Reza Ghaznavi. He makes no mistake whatsoever. Nazakat Khan, the massive wicket for Singapore. Hong Kong now 2 down for 34 with both openers back in the hut. Just dragged down there by Arya Manochil. Nazakat Khan, a bit of a half-hearted pull shot there. He won't be happy with that. A key man dismissed for Hong Kong. Singapore back in the driver's seat, it must be said. And it's the vice captain himself, Kinchit Shah, in the form of his life. Back-to-back centuries in Group B of the Cricket World Cup Challenge League. One of the most improved players on the associate cricket scene. An absolutely massive partnership this for Hong Kong. Jamie Atkinson and Kinchit Shah at the crease. Kinchit just surveying the field. Arya Manochil, 2 balls still left. Oh, bit of an inside edge, a thick inside edge. And Kinchit now off the mark. A big opportunity here for Singapore to just peg things back. 2 new men at the crease. How do Hong Kong approach this? Perhaps a period of consolidation can be expected. Punched off the back foot, straight into the cover region. That's 8 runs off the over. A successful one, the big wicket of Nazakat Khan. Hong Kong 35 for 2 after 4. Shahid Wasif getting off to a quick start before paddling Tim David straight to fine leg. Ahan Achar not making any mistake there. Reza Ghaznavi taking a catch in the deep to dismiss Nazakat Khan. 1 over for each of 4 bowlers so far from Singapore. Amjad Mehboob ringing the changes. Here's Tim David once again, this time taking the ball away from the left-handed Kinchit Shah. An appeal. Tim David, however, not too interested. Umpire unmoved. Let's take a look at that replay. Watchfully played into the offside for a single. So Hong Kong keeping up with the required rate. They won't be happy with that wickets column though, losing both openers in quick succession. And that's pulled away. Is he going to find the gap? Yes, he does. Splits the gap between fine leg and deep square leg. Jamie Atkinson now with his first boundary. Every run, every boundary, now so important. That's tucked off his legs. Just a single. At fine leg. Apologies. That was actually skipper Amjad. At fine leg, pulled away, and that's cut off. Last ball. Played from Jamie Atkinson. A good over for Hong Kong. Just a solid 9 runs come off the 5th over. 1 over remaining in the all-important power play. Hong Kong 3-2. .125 needed of the remaining 15 overs. Hong Kong keeping up with the required rate. And that's cut away. Looks like Reza Kaznavi in the covers. It's a hot and sultry day here at the Third Thai Cricket Ground. And this contest is heating up as we speak. That's flicked away. Straight to deep mid wicket, just a single. Not able to really time that, Jamie Atkinson. A tight over so far from Arya Manochil. Now just 3 since he bowled 5 wides in his first over. A wide by quite some distance. but he seems to have found his radar. And that's pulled away, doesn't quite time it. A little too high on the bat, perhaps. Reza Ghaznavi once again. He has been in the thick of it so far. Give a length slapped just to the left of the cover. Field spin. Enough time for the batsman to come back for. And that's the end of the power play. 46 for 2, Hong Kong. Bowling. Ahanachar. That's flatter and quicker. Just rushes on to Jamie Atkinson, perhaps keeping a little low. There's something in this pitch for the spinners. We saw that throughout Hong Kong's innings. A loud appeal. It looks like it was just sliding down leg. Once again, just going on with the arm. Sounds like Surendran Chandramohan at long on, just shouting out some encouragement in Tamil. Faster once again. Through the covers for a single. That takes Jamie Atkinson into double figures. Singapore dragging things back since the dismissal of Shahid Wasif and Nazakat Khan. Just 20 runs coming since the end of the third over. And that's cut away by Kinchit, unable to find the gap. Deep backward point. Easy work for him. Use of the feet and leg buys signaled by the umpire. A tidy start here from Ahanachar. That's shorter, keeps a little low. Kinchit Shah adjusts well, finds the gap between long on and mid wicket. That's Kinchit Shah's first boundary, a very important one. Just spoils the over a little bit. 7 off it. And that's 50 up for Hong Kong. They're 53 for 2 after 7. Pulling Ananta Krishna into the attack. As you can see there, Ananta's been very incisive so far in the tournament, picking up 6 wickets, including a 4-wicket haul yesterday against Malaysia. Ananta, of course, missing throughout Singapore's T20 World Cup qualifying campaign. Singapore will be more than chuffed to have the tall leg spinner back in their ranks. His 4 overs could decide the game. Here's Ananta. Slower. And that's cut away. It should be 2. The man at deep cover runs to his left and cuts it off. It looks like Siddhant Singh over there. Siddhant Singh, of course, another bowling option for Singapore. That's swept once again. Is he going to find the gap? Yes, he does. Rohan Rangarajan unable to cut that off, running around from deep square leg. Jamie Atkinson now with his second boundary. Once again in the same region, but deep square leg is a lot finer this time. So Ananta Krishna perhaps just struggling to find his ideal radar. Erring too far down leg. Kinchit Shah facing up to Ananta for the first time. And he can't make the adjustment immediately. Straying down leg side once again. Useful runs this for Hong Kong. Let's it up. Productive over for Hong Kong so far, 9 runs off it, still 2 balls remaining. Oh, use of the feet. Just over 8 runs. Has he found the gap, Kinchit Shah? No, the fieldsman cuts it off, but not before the batsmen scamper back for 2. Twelve runs off Ananta Krishna's first over. Hong Kong moving along to 65 for 2. Throughout this game, the pendulum has swung from Singapore to Hong Kong, back to Singapore, back to Hong Kong. As things stand, however, this game is balanced. on a knife's edge. Here's Ahanachar. He drops it. Tucked into the leg side, just a single. These two city-states, rivals in the financial sector. They both lay claim to the title of Asia's financial capital, or just the capital of Asia. Fighting it out on the field today. Drops it short. Kinchit punches it down to long off for a single. Drops short once again, it keeps low. Jamie still able to get it away to deep mid-wicket. Hong Kong just limiting the amount of dot balls in the post-power play period. Ahanachar around the wicket to Kinchit. Kinchit Shah, no doubt, will be aware of how important his innings and his wicket is to Hong Kong's chances. Hong Kong will want one of these two to bat deep. And he's dropped it short. There's a chance. We'll have to take a look at that on the replay. Was that a drop? My view was just shielded there by the umpire. Let's take a look at that. Eight runs off the over. Here's the replay. Oh, yes. A clear chance. Atkinson and Kinchit Shah. A good recovery here from these two. Singapore, Amjad Mehboob switching things up at the bowling crease. But it's Anantakrishna, the tall leg spinner, to continue. And he's lost his middle stump. Kinchit Shah, an absolutely massive moment once again for Singapore. So that drop catch not costing them much. Kinchit Shah, he will not be happy with that. An absolutely massive wicket. A good deal of purchase there from Anantakrishna, just spinning back in. Losing his middle stump. My word, how crucial will that prove at the end of the day? Hong Kong now with both openers and vice captain Kinchit Shah back in the hut. Ananta Krishna with his first wicket. He's got his tail up. It's not often that you see Ananta Krishna missing out in the wickets column. Today has proved no different. Waqas Khan now facing up to the tall leg spinner. And he's gone for a big shot, first ball, and he's cleared long off. A brave decision to take take the 6 runs. Singapore not happy with that. They feel like Waqas Khan was out of his crease. Undone by flight and purchase off the surface. Manpreet Singh so excited, he knocks down all 3 stumps. We're halfway through the 10th over. And it's been all action. Kinchit Shah losing his middle stump off an attempted slog sweep. Waqas Khan then with a massive hit over long off, second ball for 6, and now being undone by flight, guile, and some purchase off the surface. Nudges it away, no single available. That required run rate just inching ever closer to 9 runs and over. Short, and he slapped that down to long on, just a single. Singapore perhaps just slight favorites here. And Tim David's down. It looked like perhaps a minor collision between him and Surendran Chandramohan, but Tim's back up on his feet. Jamie Atkinson looking leg side. Once again, some grip and turn off the surface. At the halfway stage, Hong Kong are 80 for 3, needing 89 off 10 overs. A change of bowling, skipper Amjad Mehboob has brought himself back. A reminder that Singapore will fancy themselves at the death. They famously defended 23 of the last 3 overs and that historic win over Zimbabwe. Amjad Mehboob, Janak Prakash and Siddhant Singh, the 3 bowlers who delivered on the day in those last 3 overs. Here's Amjad Mehboob. Right on target. Waqas Khan only manages to defend it back to the Singaporean skipper. Long on and long off back. And that's just nudged away by Waqas for a single. Keep your eyes on that required run rate. A few calm overs here from Singapore's bowlers, and the required rate can skyrocket in a heartbeat. Hong Kong, they can't afford to lose another quick wicket. Here's Amjad. That's a whipped away off his legs by Jamie Atkinson. Just a single though. A slower delivery there from Amjad Mehboob. Amjad, of course, a very street-smart cricketer. Learned his trade playing tape ball cricket. Down the track, Waqas digs it out to long on for a single. Quiet over so far. Just the 3 off it. 1 ball remaining. Jamie Atkinson perhaps torn between keeping wickets in hand and getting on with it. A delicate balance he has to strike in order to push Hong Kong over the line here at the Third Thai Cricket Ground. And that's pulled away. A call of 2, no. Sends him back. So just the 4 runs off that over. Hong Kong 84 for 3 with 9 overs left in this chase. Quick look at the scorecard. Nobody quite able to push on yet for Hong Kong, but they're still hanging in there. Their hopes rest heavily on the shoulders of Jamie Atkinson. Comes down the pitch, but not to the pitch of the ball. Anantha Krishna continues to create opportunities with his leg spin. Pulling up the sleeves now, Anantha Krishna. Another play and miss. That slog sweep has not proved very productive for Hong Kong so far. And that's pulled away. A call of 2, and they should be able to come back. A good bit of running from Waqas Khan. Once again, using his feet not to the pitch of the ball. Anantha Krishna just dragging his length back. Waqas Khan a little quiet after that first ball 6. Oh, he goes for it again, and he has been given. He looks back at his crease. He feels like his foot was grounded. An absolutely massive wicket. A 4th one for Singapore. This match swinging back in their favor. You'd have to say now, Singapore favorites to win this. A generous amount of turn there for Anantha Krishna. Waqas Khan not happy, but he has to walk off. Skipper Azaz Khan has decided to lead from the front. He walks in at number 6. Harun Arshad still to come. An interesting decision here from Hong Kong. Hong Kong just falling behind a little bit. The required run rate now in excess of 10. This is match day 4 at the ACC Eastern Region T20 tournament. And as you can see, the pitches just showing some signs of wear and tear. A dot ball to end that over. 3 runs off it, a successful one. Hong Kong 87 for 4 after 12. Harun Arshad and Scott McKechnie yet to come for Hong Kong, as well as, of course, Waqas Barkat. Hong Kong can bat all the way up until number 10. But can those lower down the order get the big hits away? Janak Prakash back into the attack. Play and a miss. So much now resting since April 2019. Blanked once again, can't beat fine leg. A chance though, but he can't hit. Skipper Azaz Khan now on strike. Still looking to get off the mark. And that's just guided away by Azaz for his first runs. Down to third man. Just using the pace of the delivery there. And that's punched away. Is he going to beat the cover fieldsman? Yes, he does. An important boundary for Jamie Atkinson and Hong Kong. Just to loosen the shackles a little bit. Jamie now moves on to 34. Got on top of the bounce. Not troubled by the extra pace whatsoever. Hong Kong, of course, at least in comparison to Singapore. I've had more game time against top-ranked associates and full members. Will that experience pay off today? Once again, slapped away, this time in front of square. Jamie Atkinson now with consecutive boundaries. Jamie moving on to 38 with that slap in front of square on the offside. 10 runs off this over, a useful one, a much needed one for Hong Kong. And he's content with a single. Jamie will keep strike. 11 runs off that over. Exactly 10 runs and over needed now from Hong Kong. 70 off 7 overs. Apologies, 71. 71, yes, of 7 overs. Anantha Krishna, what a spell it's been so far. 2 for 22 off his 3 overs into his last one. And that's pulled away by Jamie Atkinson for a single. Atkinson, no doubt, will need some support from the other end. Azaz Khan will be hoping to be that man that's flighted up once again. It seems like that's the way to go on this surface for the spinners, to give it a generous amount of flight, a generous amount of revolutions, and let the pitch do the rest. Oh, just keeping a little low there, but Azaz Khan gets that down to long off. Flighted once again. Jamie content with the single. Just 2 balls left in what has been a very impressive spell from the tall Singaporean wrist spinner. Smashed down to long off for just a single. Hong Kong will breathe a sigh of relief at the end of this over. Just 1 ball left. Oh, that rushes on once again, so close to hitting the stumps. And that brings to an end an impressive spell from Anantha Krishna. We're going to take a look at that once again on the replay. Oh, perhaps a little too much spin. 2 for 26 nonetheless from Anantha Krishna. A good day's work from him. As we take a look at that breakdown, 2 very important wickets for the leg spinner. Four wickets falling in clumps of 2 for Hong Kong. They need just in excess of 11 runs and over to take this home. A big over here, Ahana Char, the left arm spinner. Janak Prakash stationed at long off. A long on in place 2. Flatter that beats Amjad Mehboob in the cover region. Just a single for Azaz. Hong Kong cannot afford for this required run rate to go over 2 runs a ball. You feel like they're gonna have to go for it right now. Big appeal, looked like it was sliding down leg. Singapore just getting a little louder, sensing an opportunity. As we take a look at that replay, yes, not only was it sliding down leg, it probably struck him outside leg. And that's through the leg side this time, just the single available. That run rate getting closer. Apologies, the required run rate getting closer to 12 runs and over. A tough proposition on this turning, wearing track. As Ozkan still looking for his first boundary. Big shot attempted, cover, takes it on the bounce, just a single. No boundary off this over so far. A good one from Ahan Achar. Can he finish it off? As Ozkan, where are his scoring areas? Flatter, unable to do much with that. Tim David at deep mid wicket, cleans up. Just 5 runs off that over. A good one from Ahan Achar. Hong Kong now requiring 62 of the last 5 overs to take this home. Not an easy proposition on this wicket. Perhaps one saving grace for Hong Kong, however, is that Singapore just have 1 over of Ahan Achar left. Do Singapore opt for spin? Or do they turn to the likes of Janak Prakash, Amjad Mehboob and Arya Manochil? Here's Arya Manochil. And that's slapped long off with a chance, and he takes it. Hong Kong have now lost half their side. Azaz Khan has to walk off dejected. Arya Manochil there with his 2nd wicket. Hong Kong running out of time here. The required run rate climbing. Wickets falling. And who's walking in next? And it's Harun Arshad. Already made key contributions both with bat and ball in this tournament. Can he provide the well-set Jamie Atkinson with some much needed support. With the required rate as it stands, runs will have to come from both ends. Jamie just paddles that away, only manages to get a single. Rohan Rangarajan makes no mistake there at deep square leg. The late afternoon sun now just beating down at the third Thai cricket oval, as Hong Kong's batsmen no doubt will be feeling the heat. And that's slapped away just over backward point, and it runs away for an all-important boundary. Harun Arshad off his first ball. He knows he does not have time to get set or milk the bowling around. Hong Kong now will need more of that. They will need 2 boundaries and over. Manachil. And that's slapped away once again. This time it's just a single. Jamie Atkinson. It's been a while since he got a boundary away. Oh, and a misfield. A crucial misfield. Releasing the pressure. It looks like Janak Prakash there. Not very often that you see Josh misfield. Perhaps indicating that he didn't quite see that. Not easy facing the strong, unforgiving sun right now. 10 runs off the over. Not a bad one from Hong Kong. And that's pulled away. Just a single. Jamie will keep strike at the end of the 16th. It's 118 for 5. Ahanachar to complete his spell here. Jamie backs away, straight to skipper Amjad Mehboob at point. A dot to begin the 17th over. Just shortens the length a little bit, mixing it up. Just a single available for Hong Kong. What a spell it's been from Ahanachar. Brought in the last game in place of Vinod Bhaskaran. And he's certainly done his job. Exactly 50 runs required now for Hong Kong. The problem? Only 22 balls remaining. And he goes for a big one and he loses his off stump. Harun Arshad with no other option but to go for it. Not coming off. Ahanachar with a well-deserved first wicket there. Hong Kong now find themselves 6 down. Scott McKechnie runs onto the middle. Never lacking in energy. Like we've discussed earlier, Scott McKechnie, a coach at the Singapore Cricket Club. He'll know a lot of these players. Can he use that knowledge to propel Hong Kong over the line? This chase getting tougher and tougher for Hong Kong. Ahanachar with 3 balls left in his spell. And that's just nudged away from Scott. But singles are not going to do it amidst all that excitement. I forgot to mention that Jamie Atkinson has reached his 50. In the context of the game and the context of the tournament, however, it's just a fun fact. The only thing that matters is whether or not he can propel Hong Kong past this strong target. Flatter, a play and a miss. The noose is tightening around Hong Kong. Just as we predicted, spin proving so crucial throughout this game. A big shot attempted, a chance here, and it's taken at long on. That's Jamie Atkinson, who has to walk back to the dugout. And you just get the feeling that with him walking back to the dugout, Hong Kong's chances have just greatly reduced. 49 still needed off the remaining 3 overs, with 2 new men at the crease now. Hong Kong needing a mini miracle to pull this off. Running out of batsmen here. Waqas Barkat now strides to the crease. Waqas and Ahsan Khan certainly capable batsmen. But even some of the most ferocious hitters in the world would find it hard to chase down 49 in the space of 3 overs. Scott McKechnie takes guard to Singaporean skipper Amjad Mahboob. And it looks like there's a strong chance Amjad himself will finish off this innings for Singapore. Just over fine leg, an important boundary for Singapore. Apologies for Hong Kong. They're going to need many more of those, however. So Scott McKechnie picking up his first boundary just over Ananta Krishna there at fine leg. Ananta Krishna now drops back to a deep fine leg. False start from Amjad. We've seen that a few times today. Just missing his run up. A big shot attempted once again. Not much of a connection. No signal from the umpire, so just getting a slight inside edge on that, Scott McKechnie. Singapore batting first, a big final 2 overs, picking up 28 runs. How crucial that proved, and a valuable dot there. So the recovery here from the battery off the first ball. It was very evenly matched. Perhaps one thing that just gives Singapore an edge after this ball. And it's cut away beautifully by Siddhant Singh. Off the back foot, through the covers. Yet another boundary. 23 for none, Singapore. As I was saying towards the end of the last over, one thing that perhaps does give Singapore the advantage is the variety in their bowling. They've got Hong Kong aside from their spinners. I've got Harun Arshad and of course skipper Aizaz Khan. Having said that, they really can't match the pace of Janak Prakash. Here comes skipper Aizaz for his second over. Surendran Chandramohan charges down the track. How often do we see him do this? Charges at the bowler and clears the left leg. He loves going all over the offside. Just tucks that off his hips for a single. For any Hong Kong fans out there who haven't seen much of Surendran Chandramohan, he bats in a very similar style to Nazakat Khan. Perhaps a little more agricultural than Nazakat. Scott McKechnie up to the stumps. And that's flat batted down the ground. Just a single. Jamie Atkinson just looked in a bit of trouble there for a second. But he's all set to go. Singapore looking really good in this opening exchange. And that's eased away through the offside. Beautiful timing there from Surendra and Chandramohan. Got on top of the bounce. Hit it. And that runs away between cover and backward point for 4. Surendran into double figures. Once again through the offside. That's much finer. Third man. Consecutive boundaries now for Sapor. Perhaps a little fortuitous, that one. As we watch that on the replay, not entirely sure he was trying to get it. 6 already inside the first 3 overs. Lets this one go. An expensive over once again. A bowling change. The evergreen Ehsan Khan with the ball in hand. No doubt Singapore would have discussed Ehsan Khan a lot prior to this game, and he's punched off the back foot once again by Siddhant Singh. Throughout this tournament, we've seen Siddhant use his crease very well, jumping back on the back foot, piercing that gap between backward point and cover. We've also seen him use his feet and hit it straight down the ground. Pressure on Ehsan right from the get-go. And he gets him. You can't keep him out of the game, Ehsan Khan. Flatter. That one seemed to keep just a little bit low. And an important breakthrough for Hong Kong. A much-needed one. Siddhant Singh fails for the first time in this tournament. As we look at that on the replay, a generous amount of turn there from Ehsan Khan. Singapore now 37 for 1 inside 4 overs. It remains to be seen who walks out to bat. Does Tim David stride out at number 3 once again? Or do Singapore want to send him in when they do have a stronger platform? But no, it is Tim David. It's the big man, the man of the match from yesterday. Tim David yesterday with arguably his best innings in Singaporean colours. It goes without saying, he is the big fish. This is it. This is the battle to watch. Singapore's best batsman against Hong Kong's best bowler. It's Ehsan Khan. It's Tim David. And it's happening right now. side field. Skipper Ellis Khan clearly wants Tim David to play against him. That's exactly how they got Siddhant out. Tim David, however, too smart for that. That beats backward point to his left. And the Perth Scorchers all right. And slip has now been removed. Watchfully played by Tim David. Fuller by Ehsan. Just mixing things up. It's not often that you see Ehsan Khan missing out with the ball. Oh, it's a big appeal, big moment right now. All eyes on the umpire, and he's unmoved. A quicker one, just go on with the arm as we take a look at that on the replay. That looked pretty plumb to me. Perhaps the umpire just a little bit of doubt in his mind about whether or not it pitched outside the off. Apologies, whether it hit Tim David outside the off stump. It looked pretty straight, however, on the replay. A lucky break there for Tim David. How crucial could that prove to be? So 8 runs off that over, action-packed. A wicket, 2 boundaries, and a chance at an LBW. Harun Arshad now. A play and a miss. 6 wickets so far for Harun Arshad in this tournament, including a fifer against Nepal. Scott McKechnie, one of the more skilled wicketkeepers in the tournament, standing up to the stumps. That's guided away towards third man, who tidies up. Tim David looking towards the leg side. That's exactly where he goes, and it looks like he's found the gap. Kinchit Shah chases that ball down in vain. Tim David with his second boundary. Too easy there from Tim David. The tall Western Australian used to playing on bouncy wickets. That's slashed down to third man. Oh, Scott McKechnie with a rare mistake there, signaled buys by the umpire. Second boundary over, and that's 50 up for Singapore inside the first 5 overs. A lightning quick start for them in this all-important fixture. Nervous times already for Hong Kong. And they'll be a little frustrated, no doubt. Could have had Tim David out LBW in the last over. Not to be, however. That's guided away, a quick single to backward point. Backward point this time, cuts it off, prevents a single. 10 runs off the over once again. Singapore 51, just 1 wicket after 5. And once again, let's just take a look at that LBW. Ooh, what a crucial moment in this game. Ehsan Khan. Oh. As you can see, it struck him in line, struck him on the off stump, and it would have hit middle. A very lucky break for Singapore. They're not going to complain. And the battle resumes. Ehsan Khan versus Tim David. Who's going to win this? Through the offside, cut off by Jamie Atkinson. Five balls left in the power play. Nudged away, run out chance. Ooh, perhaps a more accurate throw would have had certain run in trouble. Let's take a look at that. How close was that? It looked like he was in fact. Once again, just keeping a little low. Interesting that Hong Kong's infielders are all the way back on the circle. Perhaps wary of the fact that this is the last over of the power play. That's flatter. Surendran not taking any risk there.
Hello.
Easily splits the field. That's through the covers. Surendran with yet another boundary. He moves on to 26 now. Singapore dugout, of course, making a lot more noise than their Hong Kong counterparts. That's nudged away. And that brings to an end yet another successful power play for Singapore. They're 59 for 1. This partnership now up to 22. Siddhant and Surendran Chandramohan once again starting strong with a quick fire 37-run opening stand. Tim David into the action straight away with a couple of boundaries, but a fortuitous LBW. He survived. Just 4 bowlers used so far. Kinshit Shah. Well, honestly, everyone a little expensive. Ehsan Khan, however, the pick of Hong Kong's bowlers so far. It's Harun Arshad to continue once again. And Scott McKechnie continues to stay up to the stumps. I don't think we've seen any team in the tournament stand up to the stumps to Surendran Chandramohan. Scott McKechnie, however, coach at the Singapore Cricket Club, more than familiar with the swashbuckler's exploits. That's just guided away to third, just single. A slight leading edge there. A slower start here for Tim David compared to yesterday. Slow ball, that's worked away into the leg side. And that's smashed. Oh, Club gets a hand on it. Depending on how you look at it, he either saved 3 runs or gave away 1. In any case, 3 runs off the over. Singapore now 62 for 1. Surendran Chandramohan leading the charge for Singapore. A 5-4 left field once again for Ehsan Khan. He continues his 3rd run. That's whipped away and it looks like it's beaten fine leg. No, it hasn't. Just manages to get a hand on it. Just a single. Tim David once again. First time we've seen him unleash his reverse paddle. He was more aggressive yesterday, opting for the full-on reverse sweep. Just looking to guide that away this time. Another appeal. Scott McKechnie not happy with the umpire. To the naked eye, it just looked to me as if it was sliding down leg. As we take a look on the replay. Oh, too close to call perhaps. All of you at home will have a different opinion on whether or not that was out. So far, Ehsan Khan certainly having the wood over Tim David. A bump ball, a stare. Ehsan Khan, one of the most criminally underrated bowlers on the associate cricket scene. In once again, another reverse sweep. He's got bat on that. And that beats third man. Tim David with an important boundary. Just starting to slow up a little bit. Ehsan, of course, with just one over left after that. Intelligent there from Tim David. Singapore pick up 8 from the over. And they move on. A change of bowling. Left arm spinner, Aftab Hussain into attack. Aftab has barely put a foot wrong so far in the tournament. Perhaps facing his biggest test so far, up against Tim David. That's short, too short, and it beats deep mid-kip. Tim David taking the attack to Aftab for ball 1. As we take a look at that on the replay, Tim David once again unleashes his signature pull shot. Pressure on the left armor. Straight away. Too short once again. Gets away. Only manages to pick up a single. Kept a little low on Surendran. Oh, they just make it in. That's better from Aftab Hussain. Down to Jamie Atkinson at long on. This partnership now moving on to 40. Another wide there from Aftab Hussain. He won't be happy with that. Another big shot. Does he beat cover? Yes, but only for a single. Long off tidies up. Singapore now 79 for 1. So just 20 runs coming the last 3 overs since the power play. Contributions from all of Singapore's top 3. The bowling front, Ehsan has looked like the biggest threat, getting Hong Kong's only wicket. Bowling Siddhant Singh through the gate. Surendran Chandramohan just slowing down a little bit in the last couple of overs. Tim David started cautiously, picking up the pace. And it's the man himself, Ehsan Khan, about to bowl out. Do these two just play him out? Or do they play their natural game? Fielded off his own bowling. A crucial 5 balls in the context of this game. Nudged away to the leg side. An interesting move from Ehsan Khan to bowl Ehsan Khan straight through. Another reverse sweep, it looks. That looked close once again. Fuller, quicker. Let's take a look at that on the replay. Once again, I just assumed I was out. Once again, on the replay, it seems like it hit him. It hit him on off. A lucky reprieve once again for Tim David. And he tries it again. He's not going to get a wide this time.
Service available.
Since the power play. Final ball of the spell, right now. As we take a look at the breakdown of his spell, 10 dot balls, conceding just 27 runs, picking up the important wicket of Siddhant Singh. Batting. Another big odd. Does he beat cover? Hong Kong have used a reminder that for this tournament, Hong Kong have changed up their strategy a little bit, and they are only fielding 5 frontline bowlers with Kas Barkat and his leg spinners providing some sort of reinforcement. Aftab Hussain, expensive in his first over, conceding 10. He'll want to continue the pressure that Ehsan Khan has built from the other end. Ehsan, of course, out of overs. That's well fielded in the cover region. An important dot ball. A full toss. 4 written all over it. And he gets him. He chops it on. An under edge. Surendran could see that. Just drifting onto the stumps. Tried to save it from hitting the stumps and couldn't. Let's take a look at that replay. Coming off Surendran's bat. A very strange dismissal there. It looked like it just ricocheted off Scott McKechnie's legs back towards the batsman, who wasn't sure where the ball was. Tried to stop it from hitting the stumps. And in a strange twist of fate, was responsible for his own dismissal. An awkward dismissal, kind of unlucky. Hong Kong won't be complaining. Worth another look, that dismissal. As you can see, a full delivery, ricocheting off techniques. Arms. Surendran just wanted to stump. Action here at the third Thai cricket ground. Tim David surviving a pair of plum LBWs. And now Surendran Chandramohan getting bowled in very strange circumstances. I guess you could say things have balanced out. And 2 wickets and 2 balls, Rohan Rangarajan departs for a first ball duck. This game is changing on its head. Delicately poised now, Hong Kong dragging things back rather impressively since the power play. A second wicket for Aftab Hussain. He continues a strong showing in this tournament. We've seen this from Singapore quite a few times in the last couple of months. Manpreet Singh walks in at number 5. We haven't seen the best of Manpreet recently.
गुलाबी है ना, गुलाबी है।